Hey there everyone. In this video I will be showing you how to clean and format hard disks. This is extremely useful if you buy second-hand hard disks online. Sometimes you can find really cheap ones and sometimes people forget how to format them and they just send you like that. So is it really necessary? Yes, it is if you want to use it and if you want to install another operating system, be it Windows or Linux. And this will be a really short tutorial, and I'm recording my voice at the same time, so let's hope it goes well. So here we have different types of hard disk. We have an SSD that uses a SATA connection, SATA data connection, and for the power coming from the power supply. We have a traditional 3.5-inch hard disk, also SATA here, SATA data connection and power connection. NVMe drive, which is the newest technology, and these things can get really fast, up to 5,000 or 6,000 megabits per second, and they are kind of expensive if you buy that brand new. And I will be showing how to, the process is the same for all of them. It's just the connection method might differ for the NVMe or the SATA, and I will be showing them how to clean easily. So for the SATA connection type, all you need is this cable that is just SATA to USB to connect to your PC, laptop. And this, if you want to do it externally, if you want to format a hard drive internally in your own desktop PC, you just need to hook up your hard disk to your desktop, to your motherboard with a SATA cable. Connect the SATA data cable to your hard disk and inside your motherboard, inside your PC, and you can just do the method that I will show you on my laptop just in a minute. But this is really useful if you have if you keep buying second-hand external hard drives like an SSD or an NVMe. Doesn't work, sorry, for the 3.5 traditional ones. And you just plug it in on your PC and this side to the hard disk like this normally. Now it's fit and I just need to plug in this to my laptop. The only problem is as this is powered by USB, it is not enough to power up the traditional hard disks, which are bigger, and as they have a spinning disk, they need more power. So you can use a power adapter that comes with the SATA to USB cable. It is like this, and most of the time the bundle, the cable, you can find it for $3-4, maybe a tiny bit more on AliExpress with the power adapter included, but it shouldn't be more than 9 or 10 United States dollars. So it is really cheap, and it is really profitable if you are buying second-hand hard disks, because brand new it is really expensive. This is a 240 gigabyte SSD, and I got this for 10 euros in total with shipping included. If I wanted to buy this brand new, it would cost me on Amazon, I think it's like 25 or 26 euros. It's even cheaper if you buy like 1 terabyte hard disk. I was able to find 2 or 3 of them for 20, 25, 30 euros. So it lets you save up a lot of money if you keep buying hard disk, because SSDs, the traditional hard disk, they are just too slow at this point for Windows 10, Windows 11, even for Linux. And a cheap SSD, it can really revive your old PC, and it is really useful. And the thing is, for the 3.5, you need the power adapter. So this is a must. It cannot be powered on just by USB alone. You plug it this side to the SATA to data cable like this, and the other side you just plug it on your wall outlet, so that you just plug it in the hard disk as usual. But yeah, As for the NVMe, it's a bit different. So you cannot use SATA to USB cables with this, and we are either you can do it on your motherboard if it has an NVMe M.2 slot, or you can just find a cheap enclosure like this for specially constructed for NVMe drives. I got this second hand again. I think it cost me close to 10 euros with shipping included, maybe 11. But it's pretty simple. It's just a plastic shell containing the circuit board that you plug in. You plug in the NVMe drive like this, and if you're just going to clean and format the hard disk, you don't even need to screw in. And the other side, most of the time they have either USB-C or USB-A, the classic USB. This one, this one, this one. This is a USB 3 connection. But yeah, and then you just plug it on your desktop or laptop as usual, and you will do the method that I will show you in a minute. The thing with the hard disks and the SSDs is they have a life. For the hard disks, it's most of the time the hours, the total hour that the disk is spinning, and the more it turns, the more it is subjugated to the wear and tear of because it's a physical drive. For the SSDs, it is electronical component, but it can be like bad storage conditions if it's really cold, if it's really hot. And the thing with the SSDs is they are not suitable to cold storage, because if you don't use it for a really long time, they can lose electrons, and they can start to die basically. The hard disks, they are a bit better for cold storage. That's why they are cheaper. So you can find a 1 terabyte laptop hard disk, the smaller format, for around 10 United States dollars, sometimes even cheaper. SSDs, of course, they cost a tiny bit more, but they are faster. That's for sure. But if you like to store a really big amount of data like this is just the 250 gig, but there are like 3 or 4 terabyte, 5 or 10. Of course, they are getting quite expensive because everyone is starting to store data instead of just streaming or using cloud services. But you can find even secondhand. All you need to do is pay attention to the crystal disk info, which I will show just in a minute. It's a software that shows the health of the hard disk, and it is really it's a must for everyone that is into computers, like to ask if you are buying a second-hand hard disk, just like a screenshot of the health of the hard disk in crystal disk info. It's a free software in any case. The sellers won't refuse you, I don't think so. So now I will be showing you how to format an SSD in this case, because I just received this SSD today, and I haven't even plugged in, so I don't know if it's formatted or not, but I will show you on my laptop. I'm sorry about the microphone. It's my workspace is a bit small, but we will manage. So now I will be showing you how to format a hard disk on Windows 10. The process is the same on Windows 7 and Windows 11. On Linux, there are some commands on terminal, I know that, but it has been a long time since I haven't been using Linux, so I can't remember, sadly. We take our SSD and we plug it on our cable like this, and then we will plug it on an empty USB port on our laptop or desktop. If you are putting we have light, there is power, so it says this folder is empty, which means it's good, it is formatted, the person who sent it formatted before. No, it's not formatted because it has a system reserved partition, which is 500 megabytes, and local disk. Yeah, it was a Windows. It was inside the Windows PC. So the first thing is, I always do this. It's the easiest thing to do. I just open a command prompt. I just tap in CMD, and it is going to give us command prompt. It's better if you run it as admin. It's easier. Yeah. So we have the command prompt, and all we have to do is start the disk part. Sorry. Which is a utility baked into the Windows operating system that is letting us see and partition the hard disks. So list disk is the first command we need so that we can see all the disks we have connected to this PC. So disk 0 is 894 gigabytes. This is the Windows hard disk, Windows SSD that I use on my laptop, and the disk 1 is the nvme drive, which is 1 terabyte, but it shows as 931. It's normal, and we can see that GPT, they are both GPT formatted. The disk 2 is 223 gigabyte, which is the one we plugged in, and it is not showing GPT, so that means it is not clean, it is not formatted. We need to select, the command is select disk 2, and it says us disk 2 is now the selected disk. Be careful when you do this so you don't select the wrong one and you don't clean and format your system Windows hard disk SSD, so you don't lose your operating system. Just make sure about the capacities and make sure that you choose the correct one. It says disk now is now the selected disk. All we need to do is clean disk. No, sorry, just clean. So yeah, disk part succeeded in cleaning the disk. By the time it cleaned, the disk itself has disappeared, which is good, which is what we want. And I'm just going to do exit, quit. Yeah, leaving this part, quit. Yeah, okay, right, just close. Yep, perfect. Now all we need to do is we open here, and we need create and format hard disk partitions, which is another baked in utility in Windows. We run it, disk management, the name, and it is already saying us initialize disk. So you must initialize a disk before logical disk manager can access it. It is the SSD that we cleaned, disk 2, which is correct. GPT is the partition table if you want to clean and install another operating system. Master boot record, I never use it. It's for older Windows operating systems, I think. I'm not so sure. Yeah, the GPT is not recognized by all the previous versions of Windows, which is okay. We click on OK. So disk 2, it says basic, 223 gigabytes, unallocated, so it's empty space that is not formatted yet. We need to format this. Right click, new simple volume, and it says welcome to new simple volume wizard. Click next. Maximum disk space, by default it is chosen. We click on next. Assign the following drive letter E, we don't care, next. And we can give a name to our format this volume with the following settings: NTFS. exFAT is for most of the time consoles like PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii, and we don't need that. We need NTFS. Default allocation unit size. Volume label, you can just say A data. This is what I do, 240 gig, so that when I plug them in a laptop or a desktop, I can see. Perform a quick format. It is necessary to clean. Next. Completing the wizard. Yeah, click finish. Formatting. Yep, and it opens it directly. So At this part we are finished. The SSD is cleaned and formatted, and we can use it. We can plug it in a new computer to install another operating system. We can even use it as storage. We can just um, copy and paste files inside it. You can use, this is the way I use for external hard disks. I clean them, format them, and I put in my photos, videos, big files if I have. And after that we are finished. The SSD is now ready to use. It's really simple. It's the same method for hard disk, the big ones, the 3.5 inches. It is the same process for nvme drives. It's just the connection method is different, but the command is the same, the method is the same. And this is something everyone should learn, because buying brand new SSDs is just too expensive, and at this point in this economy it's not feasible. And what I like to do is, after formatting the SSD, I'm just going to open my software folder, and this is the crystal disk info. I will write it on the caption under the screen here. We open the crystal disk info, open it to see the health of the SSD. It is going to open. So this is my primary Windows SSD. This is my crucial 1 terabyte NVMe drive. We can see NVMe Express interface, and this is the A data. So it has 18 terabytes of host reads and 10 terabytes of host writes, and 15 terabytes of NAND writes, which is pretty okay. I would say it says 94%, but under daily use, if you don't like make content on it, if you don't render stuff, or if you don't edit photos on it every single day, for a daily usage, this SSD is pretty okay. It is only 49 days the power on hours, so which is pretty low. It's just it has been used 94% for 10 euros. I will take it gladly. It's in a good shape. And this is the crystal disk info, the free software that is used by everyone to check the health of the SSDs and hard drives. And by that point we are finished. I'm just going to take it out, eject the SSD. I can take it off. By this point we are finished. Our new SSD is ready to use. It's a really simple process. It doesn't take too long. It takes less than 5-10 minutes if you have the proper tools. The cable, like I said, with the power adapter on bundle, you can find it on AliExpress for 5-6, sometimes even cheaper on bundle deals. I got it for cheap. I think it was like maybe 7 or 8 United States dollars with the power adapter, and it is really useful. This is something really everyone should have this. So thanks for watching. I hope I could explain clearly how to clean and format an SSD. Like I said, the process is the same for an external hard drive or an NVMe drive, and just there is no point, if you are not a content creator, there is no point in buying brand new storage, because the prices are going crazy. 1 terabyte of NVMe is like, in here on Amazon, 70 euros. It is crazy. I was able to get like that NVMe I showed in the beginning. It's 512 gigabytes, and I got it for 15 euros. With the shipping it came to 21 euros, and it is really fast. It is more than enough for everyone for daily usage. And if you are not making money from content creation, you really don't need that much clean or new storage. Thanks for watching, and take care.